Arabic verbs come into forms suggesting different meanings. فَعَلَ is the third form of Arabic verbs that features an additional alif to the base form one verb, فَعَلَ, which consists of the main radicals called the root, from which a cluster of words arises. That's what makes Arabic so rich in vocabulary and causes a lot of trouble to new students to learn and perfect this language. But be patient. Usually, Form 3 verb gives an associative meaning. It describes someone doing the act in question with someone else or to someone else. Not to forget mentioning that these verbs are characterized by accepting objects, rendering them transitive. However, Form 3 intransitive verbs don't fall into the category of reciprocal events conception. Let's take, for example, the basic verb جلس, Form 1. جلس, to sit. An action that involves only the subject himself. But if we change the form of this verb from 1 to 3, with the addition of alif to the first radical, jim, it would result in جلس. جلس. You extend the vowel fatha of the jim. جلس. Which means to sit with someone, not by yourself, with someone. An action that involves two or more people. جالس صديقه. جالس صديقه. He sat with his friend. So صديقة is the object of جالس in the accusative with the sign of fatha at its end. صديقه, and who is a possessive pronoun that stands for him, third person, singular, masculine. جالس صديقه. And the same thing applies to the verb كتب. كتب, Form 1. كتب, Form 3. كتب صديقه. Here we're using the same example for you to keep it in mind. It's better for you to keep the same example, that you wouldn't get confused. كتب صديقه. What does it mean? He corresponded with his friend. So both people are engaged in the same action of writing. On the other hand, the verb كتب, he wrote, is an independent action that is related to the subject who is not expecting any mutual act. He's just writing. عمل. عمل, it's to work, to do something. It's about the subject performing a specific activity. While عامل, عامل implies another person being involved in the same activity as the subject. عامله. عامله. Who is an object pronoun because it is attached to a verb. Who عمله, he did business with him. عمل, to make business with someone. So he did business with him. Who? Third person, singular, masculine. Or عملهم, whom, third person, plural, masculine. He did business with them. سالم, 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 to make peace with someone after having an argument or any kind of conflict. عانق, عانق is to embrace someone. You are always involved, or most of the times involved with someone when it comes to form 3 or many people. So to embrace someone, to hug, عانق. سالمه ثم عانقه. ثم is a conjunction, so it's used to indicate the order of time. سالمه, he made peace with him, and then ثم he hugged him. قاتل, so قتل, form 1, to kill. قاتل, قاتل is to enter into a battle, bloodshed, or struggle against someone, trying to kill each other. سابق, سابق is to race or compete with someone. Okay, so as you can see, there is a reciprocal relationship between the subject and the object or objects. رافق, رافق is to go somewhere with someone, not alone, with someone as a companion. عالج, عالج is to give medical care to someone. It's the act of curing that is performed upon the object, the patient. ساعد, ساعد is to help someone to overcome a problem, a trouble. The helping action has an effort on the object. So the object is benefiting from the help of the subject. So there is a relationship between the subject and the object. Grammatically speaking, سامح, سامح, to forgive someone. There has to be someone to be forgiven. So you use form 3. So, سامح, to forgive someone. It's the forgiving action that goes toward the object. So that's the link. Form 3 manifests reciprocal acts engaging the subject and the object in a mutual interaction. Nonetheless, this concept is not valid when it comes to intransitive form 3 verbs, like هاجر, to immigrate, هاجر, to leave your homeland, to live in another country, سافر, سافر, to travel. So this is not a transitive verb. So there is no object with this verb, سافر. So the subject is concerned with his own leisure time, traveling. It has nothing to do with any object. سافر. So if you construct your understanding of form 3, on the examples given above. Reciprocity is its main characteristic within the range of various shades of Arabic verbal form 3 meanings. If it is transitive. Don't forget. That was it for this lesson. إلى اللقاء.